What is going on, guys? Predator458 here, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're back in World of Warships in a battleship. Yes. Now, we're in the New York Tier 5 American Battleship. Something that I don't remember... I don't remember enjoying that much in closed beta. The New Mexico was, for me, the first American battleship that I really enjoyed, and that's the one I'm now steaming ahead to try and get as quickly as possible. We nearly have enough experience for it, but since getting the New York, I have to say, I've rather enjoyed it. Its guns are pretty accurate, if you ask me. As you can see, we've got a pretty decent matchup. I think we've got the battleship advantage. And we've got our first target here. We've got a Kuma. Difficult little bugger to hit, but we'll try. And he's already turned. You can see how maneuverable they are. And they're very fast. Now we're going quite... I slowed down quite a bit because we got our first hit for 1,000, so we over-penetrated. Most of our cruiser support seems to have turned away. And I'd rather not go... this corner of the map is... Wow. That Kuma got wrecked by that Omaha. Omaha must be firing armor-piercing rounds. So there's no way he did, what was that, 10,000 damage in a single salvo with high explosive. But I'm kind of hoping that some of these cruisers come back. A lot of them turn to head towards, what's that, G7. And then we got a Wyoming. That's something we can hit. And we'll fire there. And it looks like we've got some support coming in behind us, which is good. Oh, and he turned. He must have turned just as we fired. So all of those, unfortunately, missed. But as I was saying, I mean, the speed is painful in this ship. The range is not bad, actually, once you've got some... I've got the range fire control module 2 upgrade, or whatever you want to call it, and that South Carolina's taken some torpedoes, so we'll fire everything we have over there and see what we can do. And that extends it out to about 18 kilometers, which is rather useful. I think we're probably gonna... Oh, wow. 2 Citadel hits, and we wrecked him. Shame. But I'm just putting my guns to the other side of the ship because we're going to turn. However, the cavalry has arrived, so let's undo that. We'll continue to push up in this direction. I hadn't realized everyone was coming back. I thought they were all continuing to the other side of the map. And we've got a Myogi, so we'll take some shots on him. But I mean, the accuracy of these guns is really fantastic. I mean, you still get one hit for 3,400. Not bad. You still, get this odd salvo where, the shells go all over the place. But for the most part, it's actually really pretty accurate. I mean, obviously you have to aim correctly, but like those, that's a really nice grouping. We aimed a little bit higher there. That could have probably been a Citadel if we had been a little bit lower. And we have been set on fire. Oh, joy. Joy of joys. So we'll aim a bit lower on that shot and see if maybe we can get a Citadel. And no, we got nothing. So we got these 2 battleships, an Arkansas Beta and a Wyoming. Both basically the same thing, except the Wyoming is better once you've got it upgraded. So we'll fire everything at the Wyoming because the Arkansas had started to turn. And we didn't lead nearly enough. That was a horrible, horrible salvo. But, I mean, this ship really is like... you can have amazing matches in it, and then you can have, like, the worst match you've ever had, ever. I had a match earlier tonight, was on fault lines. And I headed to the left-hand side of the map, to A, started on the south side of the map. And the entire game, from start to finish, we did manage to win, but the entire game, I took 0 damage, and no damage on that, didn't penetrate. I fired my guns twice, I think, and got one hit. Because this thing is so slow, by the time I got to A, everything was cleared out there. At the end, I got 96 experience for that match. It was so bad. Dead last for the team. But I mean, I just couldn't get anywhere, and by the time I got to A, our cruisers had done their job. Overpenned there. So that was a bit frustrating. But then the match before this, I didn't record it, I probably should have, was the matchmaking looked horrible. The matchmaking looked absolutely horrible. Our best battleship was tier 5s, myself and a Congo, I think. We had no carrier. Let's take the lead on this Wyoming. We'll fire there. The enemy had a tier 6 carrier. And the enemy had, was a little bit far, 4,500 damage, not bad. Not only did they have a tier 6 carrier, and our best battleships were tier 5, I mean, we did have some tier 6 cruisers, we had some Clevelands, and, we got a Citadel, nice, and a couple of premium Atagos, but they had a tier 7 Colorado battleship. And I looked at this matchmaking and I thought, what the hell are we going to do? We'll fire again on him, he's 12Ks, good range, and did I lead a little bit much? Yes, I did. Still 3,400 damage. But we managed to win the match. But not only that, I came very close in my New York to killing this Colorado. I played it well. I waited for him to... Ooh, another 20,000 damage on that guy. Nice. I waited for him to turn to give me a broadside before I fired. I was able to get my armor angled before his shells hit me. When he hit me, he did negligible damage. When I hit him, I didn't get any citadels, but I was doing, good amounts of damage every time I hit him. Ooh, there we go. Kill number 2. Nice. And I very nearly managed to kill this Colorado. Now, meaningless damage. I think that was more down to just the way I played it, but I mean, it does like kind of show you what this battleship is capable of if you play it smartly. Now, you're not always going to get to play it smartly. I mean, part of the reason I was able to do this was I had a lot of support with me. And I was hoping that Salvo would do more to the Omaha. He's being a bit silly, sitting in the open water like that, reversing, and he set us on fire. But anyways, I mean, we managed to win. That was a really good game. I don't think I did over 100,000 damage, but we've turned into these torpedoes, and we are going to be able to miss all of them. The other torpedo squadron, just watching him, I think he's dropping his torpedoes on the Congo. Yeah, there they are. So let's turn away, and we've got one of the enemy carriers in sight. But probably going to try and finish off this Arkansas beta before we go carrier hunting. But I mean, overall it was a really good match, and this ship is, when it's good, but when it's bad, and this guy is not watching where he's going. And trying to turn as hard as possible. I think we might just get away with this, a little love touch. A little bit of battleship loving. And be coming towards us. I don't know, I'll fire the front 2 guns. I don't really care if we hit him or not. This Arkansas beta is what I want. And yeah, he's traveling away, so a lot of them were a little bit short. So let's get all our guns turned. And he started turning. We'll fire like that. Oh, no, I double clicked. Fire the rest of them, damn it. And we got a single hit. And nothing, because we didn't readjust our aim when it didn't fire everything. And is he going to continue the turn? I think he is. We'll fire just ahead of where his turn should take him. And how do those do? Ooh, ouch. 11,500 damage from 4 hits. And we got this Omaha really, really close. And we have a gun ready, so we'll fire it at him. And we'll see how the shots do. They're looking good. A little bit high. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe these ones will find their mark better. Yeah, there we go. Kill number 3. But I mean, like, when I first went through the American battleships, just after they were introduced, I found them really shit because I'd been so used to the Japanese style of battleshipping. And eventually I got used to it, and you know, in a way I kind of prefer it now. I'm going to turn towards these torpedo planes, throttle back a bit. Are we going to miss everything? I think we're good. I think we're good. I kind of like how maneuverable they are, and their armor is really good at soaking up damage. So it's kind of nice to be in a ship and use a ship that rewards you for getting up close, and you know, the closer you are, the easier it is to hit a target. And that Arkansas Beta or whatever it was has been destroyed. So we've now got the carriers to go after. So we are, a little bit of lag there, 2 hits for 4,500. We're going to switch to high explosive. The only thing I kind of wish with the ship, and there's the other carrier, got both of them in our sights, nice. The only thing I kind of wish is that the reload rate on this was the same as other battleships. I mean, the Fuso is 27 seconds, the Congo's 30, and then this is like 32 or something. And those extra 2 seconds may not sound like a big difference, but they do, you know, make a bit of a difference. So we're gonna be a bit naughty here and turn towards the map border. And those were good, so we'll fire again. We're gonna kind of stagger these shots. And where are those going? Maybe it was because it was when I hit the map border. But I mean, this is kind of a bit cheap, and we got Confederate. And ooh, we got a Citadel, and we destroyed him. Very nice. So we're going to get off the map border as quickly as possible. I don't really like doing it. I don't like others doing it. But, you know, we just didn't have any space. You know, what can you do? So, set him on fire. Got a good hit there. Going to fire the rest of our guns as they are ready and see if we can snag the final kill. And we got more torpedo planes coming in. I didn't quite see them in time, so I'm going to turn in. We're going to miss everything except one. Come, turn your booty. Ah, no. We take a single torpedo hit, which we can live with. I think that's a pretty good performance from this ship, though. Out of all those torpedoes that have been fired at us, only a single one managed to find its mark. So, there's a tip for all you new players. Watch out for torpedo planes. Keep an eye on the horizon. So are we going to be able to get the final kill? Yes, brilliant. And that was a rather good match. I thoroughly enjoyed that. And as you can see, like sometimes, especially on a map like this where it is a little bit smaller, it can really work quite well. Bigger maps can be a bit of a problem, but when it's a bit smaller like this, you can really have a good time. So let's have a look at how we did. We got 49 target hits, shot down 4 enemy aircraft, critically damaged the ship twice, got 5 kills, set 2 ships on fire, got 5 Citadel hits, defended the base twice for 315,800 silver, 4,500 research, 223 free research. We got devastating strike, Confederate, and high caliber. As for where we came, yeah, we came first on the team by quite a large margin. Let's see who actually came. The bow came top of the enemy team. We got 102,162 AP damage, 18,000 HE, and 6,000 from fires. And we completed our Guardian mission, which was to shoot down 4 planes in one match, I think. So that was a pretty enjoyable match, and that kind of shows you the type of potential that the New York had. When I was in like my Omaha or something, in my cruises, generally I didn't fear a lot of battleships, simply because the spread was going to be so wide, like the Wyoming, Myogi, even the Congo. The spread on the shells is going to be so wide that I wouldn't have too much trouble avoiding them. But the New York, you know, it puts out a lot of shells, but you got 5 turrets, so 10 guns, and you know the grouping is always so tight that it makes it very difficult to avoid But, I mean, it's a really good ship, and as I say, you can have awesome battles in it, but also you can have battles where you get 1 hit and 96 experience. But anyways, I think that is about it for this video. If you enjoyed, please feel free to hit the thumbs up button down below and maybe consider subscribing for more World of Warships content, as well as War Thunder and a few other things that I throw in from time to time. Also in the description down below is a link to my Twitter and my Facebook accounts. Feel free to follow me there as well. If you're a subscriber, go ahead. If you're not and you're not quite ready to pull the trigger on the subscribe button, maybe do that instead. But anyways, as I said, that is it from me for this video. Thank you very much for stopping by. This is Predator 458 signing off, and I will see you guys next time.